There are a number of underlying blocks playing within our subconscious that can slow us down or stop us from making that life change that we so desperately want to make. In a few moments, I'm going to let you know how you can remove those blocks in 4 hours so that your life-changing journey can begin again, can move forward again with ease and clarity and speed. Welcome to Healing Evergreen. My name is Sherry, and this is the place that you can come to on YouTube for the deepest, most profound, full Reiki sessions live at 2 p.m. here every Tuesday. Next Tuesday is, of course, an exception because it is election day. But the following Tuesday, which is 2 Tuesdays from now, trust me when I say you are not going to want to miss it, and I'm going to tell you more about it in a little bit. So what is it that you think is slowing you down or stopping you from making these changes that you want to make? There are so many things like limiting beliefs, lack of clarity, inability to set time for yourself, fear, bad habits, and so many more that can keep us stuck and not allow us to move forward. Even though we see exactly where we want to go, these things just kind of stand like an invisible brick wall. And a lot of times we don't even realize that it's happening. We're just realizing that we're not where we want to be yet. And so how are you supposed to fix the problem if you don't know it's even happening? Or maybe you do know that it's happening. Maybe you do know that you're afraid, or maybe you do know that you have some limiting beliefs that you can't get past, but you don't know exactly where, like deep down it's coming from, or how to fix it. Well, the good news is there are so many healing and helping tools out there for those situations specifically. There is therapy, there's life coaching, there's meditation. Your healing journey, I've mentioned this before in other videos, it's almost like you can't have one thing. You have to have a toolkit that you're working with. You can't build a house with just a hammer. You need a screwdriver, a drill, and whatever else. I don't know. I've never built a house. But you need a lot of tools to make it all come together. And so if you are in the process of transformation and major life change, you got to start grabbing at some tools. But out of all the tools out there, there is one tool that is extremely profound, exceptionally easy, unbelievably effective, very fast, and so life-changing. And that tool is Reiki. If you've never heard of Reiki before, Reiki is an energy healing technique that has been around for over 100 years. And if you talk to anybody who has experienced it, they will tell you that there is definitely something there. I, as a Reiki practitioner, master teacher, have experienced it for 5 years. I have watched so many of my clients transform, literally transform, because of this Reiki energy. And that's because everything that we accumulate through our lives, all of our emotions and everything like that, just kind of stick within us. And they contribute to all of these things that are holding you back right now. Everything that you have that's standing in your way was put there at some point in your life, probably from somebody else, and now you're stuck with it, and you're stuck because of it. And Reiki energy is able to get in there and start clearing it out. And that's what Reiki is. It's able to get into your subconscious and clear the things that are working behind the scenes that you don't even know are there. Specifically, receiving Reiki with the technique that I have been doing on my clients for all these years, and that I will be offering to you for free starting Tuesday the 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, works to clear the gunk, the emotional trauma that we went through, just everything that has built up. It works to clear it out, and it clears it out in layers, which in turn provides you with clarity. I had a client come to me because he was stuck. He said he had tried all the things. When he came to me, he said he had already tried all the things. He's been through therapy, he was doing meditations, working with crystals, and a couple other modalities. And he said that definitely moved him along, but at this point he was stuck and he felt like he can't move any further, and he was not happy with his life, and he couldn't figure out what to do to fix it. And so a couple sessions in, he came to one of his visits and he was like, it's all clear now. I see everything now. My issue is my partner. And because I keep focusing on my partner and trying to keep them happy, I am no longer happy myself because I'm neglecting myself. And I am doing things that are against what I want to do to keep my partner happy. He couldn't see that until that gunk was cleared out. And then he saw it. And then he started taking steps towards changing his life. There's also fear that can stop us from moving forward. I'm going to share my personal story about how Reiki helped with that and also how I moved into Reiki. The first time I heard about Reiki was when I was healing from, I left a marriage and, my whole world blew up and I just couldn't figure out how to feel better, how to move forward. I was where you are right now, probably. Like feeling like I don't even know what to do. I don't know how to feel better. I don't know how to move forward. What am I supposed to do? Just pure lost. And I fell into learning about chakras and learning about how certain chakras affect certain parts of our body as well as emotions. And I learned that some of my emotional issues were tied to the solar plexus chakra, which is tied to the pancreas, which I have pancreas issues. It just all kind of light bulb made sense. Like, okay, so I'm holding things inside my energetic body. How do I heal it? I started looking into crystals, and all of this stuff was done in private. Nobody knew what I was looking into or what I was doing. My son knew. He lived with me, but he loves me no matter what, so that was okay. And then one morning I was out on my porch reading through my phone and I came across a woman who could heal chakras. And I was like, well, what's that? I want to do that. Is so cool. I want to do that. I want to heal people's chakras. I want to heal chakras. I can heal my own. I can heal other people's chakras. Life is beautiful. I desperately wanted to do that instantaneously. And I read about it and I ran inside the house and I told my son. And my son, who loves me and who's not going to, shoot down any of my ideas because he wants me to find myself because he's amazing. I was like, oh, there's this thing that you can do to heal chakras. There's a woman that does it. Wouldn't it be cool if I could do that too? And he just kind of looked at me and gave me a smile. Like, I'm like, you don't even touch people. You just put your hands above them. And he just kind of looked at me like I was a little nuts, but that he loved me. And I was like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous. It's incredibly, even if it were true, even if it really did work, I wouldn't do it. That's not me. That's so, are you kidding me? I'd be so embarrassed. And then we both laughed it off and I had in my mind, I'm not going to do it. There was so much fear there that I would not be accepted if I did Reiki. Now, I took a couple more steps, did a little more work on healing my chakras with some crystals and affirmations and sound healing and other things at home. I started taking physical steps towards being uncomfortable, wearing outfits that I wouldn't normally wear, going to the store and buying tarot cards, which, oh my goodness, that's not something that I would do. Like, I pushed the edge of the comfort zone as I was going on my journey. And finally I said, you know what? I'm going to go learn how to do Reiki. Still not going to do it for anybody. But I want to know how to do it for myself. I went to my Reiki training class. And my first touch of Reiki was an attunement, which is the most powerful form of Reiki that you can get. The attunement is the connection to the energy so that you can heal other people. And my mind was blown, but I was still kind of quiet about it. And I went through that whole weekend and I got a couple more attunements and I got some Reiki sessions we practiced with each other. And anything that was in there that was afraid was knocked the F out. It was just gone because I came back. I started listing that I did Reiki and I was just like, all right, I'm doing it. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I had no fear anymore. I still was a little slow with like announcing it, but I announced it. I started stepping out, like way out of my comfort zone. Whatever fear I had that people would make fun of me or just kind of like whatever, gone. I didn't even care. It changed me. It actually changed a lot that day. But Reiki helps to clear that stuff out. And along the same line, Reiki helps with your voice. Reiki helps with so many things. But as far as voice is concerned, when I say voice, I mean embracing who you are and showing it to the world. Your voice is also your ability to speak your truth and speak your mind. I had another client that came in, and after a couple sessions, I love this story. I love this story. After a couple sessions, she came into my office, and this person was so much more empowered than the person who came in originally. And that this is just like in 2 weeks' time. She walked in and she said, you know what? I don't know what Reiki has done to me, but I tell you what, I realize that I've had enough of people. I've had enough of what they do to me, how they treat me, what they say to me. I gave my partner a piece of my mind. I gave my sister a piece of my mind. My mother got a piece of my mind. My brother got a piece of my mind. And she was just, whew. And I continued to work with her. And she continued to become more empowered. And she was able to start fixing her relationship because she was able to speak and stand in her truth and say, hey, this is how you're supposed to treat me. This is the only thing I will tolerate. She literally transformed. Reiki is transformative. And another thing I do want to say is that if you are not resonating with anything that I'm saying here today, and you're like, none of those things are what I need, none of those reasons are what it is that's stopping me from my transformation, that's okay. Because Reiki simply knows exactly what to do. It is very individual. You can come to these sessions that are going to be starting Tuesday the 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and they're going to go consecutively for 4 days. Those are the 4 hours. 1 hour each day, a total of 4 hours. And I promise you, if you go through the full 4 days, you are going to receive some kind of change. Maybe not what we talked about here, because again, Reiki is individual, but you will receive something. Go through the 4 hours with me. 2 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, starting the 12th. And I'm setting the intention that you receive Reiki that's going to help to clear any blockages that are preventing you from getting the changes that you want in your life, and then send some healing to you. I want to also invite you to register if you would like. There's going to be a link down below. I'll put a QR code somewhere here as well, but you can register ahead of time. You don't need to. You just need to come to my channel and pop in. But if you want to get a little bit closer, if you would like to experience a deeper connection with me in this group session, all you have to do is register, and I will have your name. And what I do is before each of the sessions, I go through the list of names and I connect with them so that I have them in the back of my mind as I'm working with Reiki. So it's kind of like all right, I'm ready to do Reiki healing on Linda Smith and everybody else watching the video. So you can see how the intention would go a little bit stronger to Linda Smith because I say her name, and not only that, I have the names underneath my hands as I'm doing the healing. So my hands are on you the whole time. Register if you'd like that little bit more of closeness. If not, just come back to my channel on those times. Yes, there will be replays, but I encourage you to make the live sessions, because the live, according to my clients that have done everything with me, like watched my videos, gone to my live group sessions, and also seen me one-on-one, say that the live group sessions are much better than the video. But they also do feel the video. So the energy is going to be everywhere for you. Receive it however you want to receive it. It's all for transformation. I'm excited to see how this works for you.